Holy. Well, you guys were gone. Things went buck wild. I'll show you that in a sec. What is going on? I'm Zedmot. And Warships. It's all the rage at the second. Code Zedmot if you want to help out, support the channel. And badoom, into 21. And look at that log. I think I won 13 in a row and then lost the boss battle 422, which was, that was a kick to the junk. It was just not super duper great, and I just gotta use this opportunity to stall a little. Yeah, we haven't had a sad trombone in weeks. So as you can see here, I got all their stuff, they got none of mine. I got some of their stuff, they got none of mine. I got some of their stuff, they got none of mine. Gross. Just fizzle, 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 fizzle. And I've heard from a bunch of you that said, Zedmot, I'm using your base, thank you so much. Well, I didn't make it. I would love to take credit, but gotta give credit where credit is due. We're gonna scroll, I assume, up a little bit. How far up are we going? Maybe it's down. Maybe I passed the creator of the base? Nope, right there. Right there. Knightwadda, the beast base maker. So kudos to him for getting into 23. Absolute beast. And so we're going to jump in. And by the way, since yesterday, he has changed his base. So that makes me want to consider changing mine, but we'll just have a little quick look-see. I will show you how I'm attacking my tech tree. Going back for shocks was the answer. So shout out to Mr. Requiem of a Dream. Requiem Dream. Wreck. You guys probably know who I'm talking about. Shock Bomb was the answer. Still don't have Flare. When I made it to Diamond, I got the heavies and the heavy boost, and it didn't really do much for me. We do have the key point here that I am using that is doing the most, I think, maybe, is Tick 4 medics. I hate that I have Tick 4 medics, but without shocks, without flares, without heavies, I just seemed like that was required, and it made me token poor, as you can see up there in that right-hand corner. So only have Tick 3 barrage. That hurts a little bit as well. Do not have the troop damage. Don't have our building damage maxed. Critter launchers and bombardiers are max. I managed to get into 20 with Tick 3 bombardiers, and it sucks and it's hard. But two things that we just won't touch on that one. And so I'll show you my attacks here. We'll show you the full clear first of all. And this one is just a little bit of luck and a little bit of skill and a little bit of planning. So you see that I'm not dropping all my troops. What I want to do on these ones is I want to clear this one so that my troops go to there. Since we don't have flares, I need to do a little bit of trickiness. So what I've been doing is like dropping one troop here to clear some of this stuff, or in this case, I just use some sacrificial lambs so that like I get some troops into here and then the rest of them go back there, and just trying to plan things a little bit. Hopefully nothing was shown when I might have to edit that a little bit, but you can see here just these guys come in, we get rid of that mortar, which sends our troops farther back. So those riflemen do clear that mine, and then it's just the shield projector and leaking in some more troops, and then just trying to send these guys in. And this Sky Shield, not super well placed. I don't think Sky Shield's the right answer, but good for them for giving it a go. And then just shield projector, shield projector, shield projector, and then the occasional shock, because that laser beam does hurt when it hits. So trying to get some critters to distract the laser beam as our troops get in, and then just alternating between critters and shocks and the shield projector, and then just hoping and praying that things go down. It is just skin of the teeth style stuff, and having those maxed bombardiers definitely making a difference, because without it there's no possible way that my bombardiers would be able to hang in there this long, because like you can see they're just absolutely on death's door as far as health goes. And so if we had like Tick 3 bombardiers or lower tick medics, it just wouldn't have worked. Like that medic is almost dead too, so upgrading medics definitely helped. I don't recommend anyone else does it, but it definitely did help. I'll show you, let's see what else we can find here. We showed you that one. I'll show you against Bismarck. Bismarck, very, very, very strong player. And on these bases, without flares, it sucks because your troops automatically go to this right-hand side, and then the grappler just grabs and grabs and grabs. So I am admittedly doing something very, very stupid on these bases. It's just getting rid of the grappler. I don't know... without splitting troops, when I split my troops without flares, I end up losing too many troops because they go the wrong direction, and or you don't have enough damage because they're split too wide. So just getting rid of that grappler back there is the only solution I have at current. And you see I don't really split my troops all the way. Those guys on the right hand side are kind of a waste of time, although they do distract the grappler and that shock launcher a teeny tiny, like, let's be honest, that right hand side was an absolute train wreck. So my attacks definitely do need work. I've gotten I've full cleared this exact base more times than I've fizzled, and it just didn't go well on this time. So other times I haven't barred out that grappler, so maybe that was my mistake. Regardless, it is not pretty, my friends. This is not one of those videos where you're like, look at this attack Zed's doing, we need to copy that. No, it's rough sledding out here. So same deal, using that front bombardier, knowing that people are fizzling means you don't have to rush. So we're gonna get that cleared, we're gonna get this cleared, and then those heavies are gonna that was a terrible shield projector. Oh, that was because of that boom cannon was gonna shoot one of my bombardiers maybe. And then you see we're just clearing this front stuff. And once that front stuff is cleared, then this right-hand side stuff can come in and distract that laser, hopefully, and just clear all the way back. And the laser is my #1 nemesis. Don't really care about the Doom Cannon or the Shock Launcher. It's all about that laser. So just watching these guys clear backwards, and then I'm going to end up probably getting that back right shield gen if I had to make a guess. So this instance is one of those ones where it's like you just have to be a slightly better attacker than your opponent because everyone out there has a hero and flares. So gotta rely on the beast base a little teeny tiny bit. And when you have the tech advantage, you need to attack. So waiting right now, I should have attacked like a couple hours ago when I first woke up, because once this next chest comes, people are going to have more tech, and I'm not going to have anything new or exciting. So I need to strike while the iron's hot, and that's what we're going to do right now. But I really want to come to you guys on the YouTubes when I'm at that, like when I'm at a high, like 20. I wish I would have been able to do the boss battle with you guys, but so that once I lost the boss battle, I just left so that I could come make this video with you guys, which is not the best way to move forward in Boom Beach. Don't need to worry about that boom mine because our bombardiers will reach over that, but there are a bunch of other mines, probably a boom mine back there. Yep. So we will sacrifice a troop. Now we're just going to look for their laser beam. It's dead center, which is not ideal. So it's actually, because of those critter launchers on the right and that boom cannon on the right, I think I'm actually going to let my troops go to the left this time, but it's just so ugly. So we're going to drop you guys about here. We're going to drop a medic, and then I'm just not going to drop anything else for a little bit. Those green mines are not a concern. That sniper tower shouldn't be a concern. And whoa, look at that lag. So laggy. That is, I don't know what's going on with the lag these days, but I'm having it more often than I'd like to admit. And now just need, now that that's happening, let's get a heavy out there and that out there. And then once we get another heavy out in there, we can get some more bombardiers going. And have we lost a bombardier? Yes. Do we care? Not really. Losing a couple troops here and there is not a giant concern whatsoever. We just need to get these guys moving forwards towards that laser beam, and we should be in decent shape. That laser beam, if we can get rid of that laser beam and shock 2 boom cannons and a critter launcher, we are in great shape. We are making decent progress. I know it doesn't look like we're making decent progress, but the fact that we managed to get rid of not only the laser beam, but we are moving forwards towards that back. This person has all of their engine rooms towards the back, so we need to be a lot more careful than on other bases. And getting rid of the critter launcher and moving backwards towards that left-hand side slowly but surely, and just not gonna happen. We are going to lose this one. That back doom cannon and is just gonna eat up our troops one by one once we get back there. But we still do. No, we're not gonna have enough GBE for anything of note. Except, you know what? We could maybe get a critter back right about there. This is where we're at as far as attacks go. Not gonna be able to get anything of value. We came very close. This is fairly. You know what? We're still kicking. It's not going to happen, but we're doing decent damage to get back in there. And this is what I'm working with, my friends. That was a good attack. Like, that's the sad state of affairs. We are going to lose this one, but we came awfully close to full clearing. And it's without Everspark. I think Everspark is the hero of choice. I have not seen anyone with Kavan do a good job. Like, Kavan is just not getting it done. Maybe Bullet with Shock Knuckles would be worthwhile, but overall, this is just rough sledding. As soon as you get... Is that my exact base we just went against? I think it was, actually. So, I know a bunch of you have copied it, and Chicken did let me know that the chicken shippers were very much enamored with our base. I think Chicken's running the base now too, actually. Let's just double check. Chicken, did you copy the base? Let's just have a look here, shall we? Yeah, so this base, I got a lot of credit from people about making the base, but like I said, Knightwadda, 100%. I am just the face of the base, which is not a good face to have, let's be honest. So the base has been cleared. Let's see what Derek did use. What do you got? Do you got Everspark? Yeah, Everspark is the only way to clear these bases. I haven't seen Seekers in forever, so I think all the Seeker players are up above is my only guess, and then just with Shocks and Everspark just walking through the base. So definitely that is the number one enemy. I am very tempted to get Everspark. Like, it just feels like Everspark would solve all of my problems. Kavan is just lurking there telling me like, hey, maybe I'll work for you, and I have yet to see anyone with Kavan do well. So if you have, please let me know. And now I'm gonna do the unthinkable and change the base. So I say this every season, don't copy bases from me. Do go check the leaderboard, get it from the players themselves directly, because players who love to, like Knightwadda loves to tweak defenses, and this is where being in a task force like Join at Own Risk is so good. Get some chatter, ask which bases are working, and you're off to the bases, off to the races, not the bases. Speaking of the races, my kid is in the track and field city finals today. Really excited about that, running hurdles and high jump. I won't be able to watch, sadly, but getting live updates from my wife at the track. Too many conference calls today to get away, but my only goal right now for me is to get this chest in diamond. Getting those extra couple bits of pieces would be hugely beneficial, and I love seeing a microwaver. It just means suddenly we have a shot. Seeing a microwaver or a sky shield is the only chance I have to full clear a base. So we are going to do it. Like, you see that critter launcher right there? Nothing is in range of it. So one bombardier can clear all 4 of those initial buildings, or should be able to. I might have to be a little bit careful about that one boom mine, but honestly, if I lose one bombardier to clear that entire front, I'm not overly concerned. So I just need to worry about what's going to stop us from getting back there, and that probably will be that doom cannon. So I might just BART that out and then just keep all of my troops moving left. We'll see here. I think I'm going to actually sacrifice one bombardier to save some GBE, and we'll just go something like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, my barrage is useless. That's why I don't use it. And that last artillery on that nothingness was not smart, because that's going to cost me a couple percentage points. And now just gone almost. Using up basically all of my GBE. Is it dumb? Yes, 1,000,000%. No. Ugh. So it's going to be down to 1 bombardier to clear all of this front stuff. I know that seems stupid, but just bear with me on this. We're going to wait until those couple buildings are gone, and then we're going to be in decent shape. So we're going to send a heavy out there, a heavy out there, and then all of these guys and those guys, and then just walking through all of the things slowly, but oh so slowly. And our bombardier targeted the wrong frickin' thing, which is less than ideal, but our heavies are going to get out front. We're going to get one of those on there, and then just dropping some troops and hoping that we can walk through this slowly but surely. And we are going to drop a shock about there, because I hate critter launchers and they totally and utterly annihilate my troops. Getting our clone undercover rifle guys out and clearing all of the front, and now just hoping that we can get a little bit of damage more than our opponents, because it's looking like that's going to be the answer, sadly. Let's throw a barrage on that doom cannon, and now it's going to be touch and go. We might still have a shot to get through it, because we've got enough troops on that left-hand side, and that right-hand side boom cannon is down. We should be able to full clear this base. Should be able to. It's going to be so close with those machine guns and that boom cannon, but it's looking plausible. Just need to get one set of that right there. That landed before that boom cannon targeted that last bombardier. This is so ugly, my friends. So ugly, but we are going to get a bunch of engine rooms. Maybe all of them, not too sure yet. Like, this is what it's come to. Like, when you watched that attack, you saw at shore me losing a bombardier to a boom mine and losing a bombardier to, what was that? A sniper tower. But it's gotta be happening. You just have to plan for the absolute worst case or best case scenario and hope that it happens. So we're going to get more engine rooms than our opponents. We're going to get a bunch of extra. Let's get those guys alive. Yeah, that was amazing timing. Super lucky on that one, which got us an extra bombardier shot. And now we're going to get a couple engine rooms. And this sucks, my friends. You have to really enjoy the challenge to go out and enjoy these type of hits, and I do. I don't know about you guys, but I definitely do. We're gonna hopefully get one more engine room. By the looks of things, that shock launcher is still distracted by that first set of critters, and we can't throw any more critters quite yet, because those flamethrowers are gonna wreck us. So just gonna, and by the way, sorry to my opponent. I know this is not ideal, but I need these engine rooms, as you guys saw by my previous battle. So rough sledding out there. A bunch of you have been asking how I've been attacking, and it's like this. Just slow and steady, and let's just throw in artillery on our 2 artilleries to try and save our opponent our second or two. And hooray, vegetarian pig. I used vegetarian pig's base a while back, and let's see what they did. I think that's how I got to 19, was with vegetarian pig's base, so big shout out there. Look at that. We fizzled Everspark. So switching the base up. If you copied my base in air quotes yesterday, change it. Change it to this one, because as you can see here, it is doing better. We managed to fizzle a very strong player. Vegetarian Pig is both a great name in Boom Beach, but also a great player. So we managed to fizzle them. Everspark coming in with those critters just every which way, and managed to get 0 engine rooms. So is this part of the season fun? I don't think so, but I do like the challenge. So that back boom cannon, back doom cannon, just eating him up, and we managed to kill Everspark. So one other quick note before I call it a day. I had an idea for a tribe where by the way, do check your tribes. As you can see here, I'm a little bit behind on boosting my tribes, but what if there was to be a troop loading tribe? My thinking is players without instant training, when you get into seasons like this, you basically give up. And the early season, they figured that out. The early season, loading troops, no big deal. So imagine we get through the first week of the tribes, the first 2 weeks of the tribes, and then they see that this fizzle meta comes. They could just throw in the troop loading speed and get like 60% troop loading speed, and suddenly Warships is more playable. Do let me know in the comments what you think about that. And that's it. I'm not going to stick you guys with another attack, but do keep that starting bit in mind. This I can't stress enough. Just drop one troop, drop one boat, and we basically full cleared or almost full cleared that base using 2 boats of bombardiers. So just send these guys out, let them clear their 5 buildings. Maybe you get lucky and get a 6th building, and suddenly your troops don't path, because had we have dropped all of our troops, they would have gone over into here, and we don't want that. We want to send them up this side, and that makes that shock launcher not an issue. It makes those things not an issue, and so do give that a shot. Slow and steady wins the race, as someone once said with the tortoise and the hare baloney. I shall talk to you soon, though. Struggle, struggle, struggle bus. 22 does seem attainable. I shall talk to you soon. Thanks for coming in. Peace.